It's Jai Creston. I have other names. I have a real name, but the girls on the best behavior call me HMC, warm, dry clothes. So, I'm here to make another video. I'm not sure how far I'm going to take it, but the content is important, so this will be important later. I'm going to take it probably at least the end of the material that I got ready right now. And without further ado, this is regarding the freedom of religion, because I have this question that I haven't been able to find an answer for, and that's exactly what constitutes a legal religion in Canada. And you say, what do you mean a legal religion? Well, we would have to assume that if a religion said any time that you see, any person under 5 feet tall, you have to kill them, and that's what you practice doing, obviously you would say that's an illegal religion. But with hate speech and freedom of religion, I want to diagnose it, because my question is Islam a legal religion with all of its terrorism and its other organizations and its practices? And also, is Satanism a legal religion? Because I have a feeling that neither Satanism nor Islam should really be a religion in Canada. And I don't really hate Muslims, but they follow their religion like it's a religion. They follow the words because it says it, and they don't even question. So where the religion says kill, that's what they want to do. As a matter of fact, it's kind of hard to imagine there's something stopping them. So that's just the way they are. And like I said, they'd be great Christians, I'm sure, but who knows? Okay, so without further ado, I've got some material here that I want to reference, and I took pictures, so it's already ready. Section 2 of the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedom, freedom of religion. Everyone has the following fundamental freedoms: freedom of conscience and religion. So we say, what does that mean? Well, I've got that all set up too. Let's see here. Freedom of religion has been defined as the right to entertain such religious beliefs as a person chooses, the right to declare religious beliefs openly and without fear of hindrance or reprisal, and the right to manifest religious belief by worship and practice or by teaching and dissemination. The term religion has been specifically defined although the Supreme Court, has not been specifically defined. The term religion has not been specifically defined, although the Supreme Court has stated that beliefs or practices rooted in secularism are not protected by the guarantee of freedom of religion, and further, that religion typically involves a particular and comprehensive system of faith and worship, a belief in a divine, superhuman, or controlling power, and or a personal conviction or belief that fosters a connection with the divine or with the subject or object of that spiritual faith. Note, however, that the court has also stated that the rights of atheists, agnostics, skeptics, and the unconcerned are equally protected by Section 2. The Supreme Court has interpreted Section 2 broadly with a stated preference for leaving competing state interests, including competing rights to the reconciled under Section 1, or through a proportionality analysis in the case of judicial review or administrative decisions, rather than formulating internal limits to the scope of freedom of religion. So there's more to really understand here before we get there. Let's see. The Supreme Court has stated on many occasions that freedom of religion can be limited where it interferes with the fundamental rights of others. So that goes back to what I said about, you can't just have a religion that, commands you cut off the heads of everybody who's under 5 feet tall. So this goes right to that. This is the first point I'm looking for, that the Supreme Court has stated on many occasions that the freedom of religion can be limited, so it is an illegal religion if it interferes with the fundamental rights of others. So, however, without limits, a majority of the SCC held that an indigenous spiritual freedom claim to the protection of a sacred mountain valley site from a proposed ski resort developed did not fall within the scope of Section 2, which does not protect the object of beliefs or the spiritual focal point of worship and the subjective meaning derivative from them or derived from them. So if you were to try to protect lands because of your religion, saying this site is where we come to worship, then it's not gonna hold. I don't know why. I mean, you think that'd be kind of important, but the linkages between religious belief and its manifestation through communal institutions and traditions, the court has found that measures that undermine the character of lawful religious institutions and disrupt the vitality of religious communities represents a profound interference with religious freedom. So let's go back again and see here. What was that? That was, yep. If your freedom of religion can be limited where it interferes with the fundamental rights of others, and where it, where were we? Where it disrupts the vitality of religious communities represents a profound interference with religious freedom. Okay, so if you mess with the fundamental rights of others, or if you mess with the vitality of another religion, excuse me, a majority of the court found that what? Something. Refusal of regulatory bodies to accredit a new law school governed by a mandatory covenant which precluded sexual relations outside marriage between a man and a woman engaged. Hold on. A majority of the court found that, what's that word? Found that, oh crap. Anyways, refusal of the regulatory bodies to accredit a new law school governed by a mandatory covenant which precluded sexual relations outside of marriage between a man and a woman engaged. Of the charter by limiting the ability of members of the TW community to enhance their spiritual development through studying law and environment defined by their religious beliefs. In collective type claims freedom of religion may encompass or intersect with other rights, such as freedom of expression, freedom of association, and equality. The question of whether corporations and other entities can claim the right of freedom of religion remains open, where the majority found it unnecessary to decide this issue, while the minority found that religious organizations, not corporations, writ large, hold Section 2 rights. See also... While a corporation's ability to claim Section 2 rights remain unclear, a corporation can challenge the constitutionality of a law under which it is being persecuted on the basis that the law infringes an individual's freedom of religion. The Supreme Court has adopted the following test to determine whether there has been an infringement of Section 2. An infringement of Section 2 of the Charter will be made out where the claimant sincerely believes in a belief or practice that has a nexus with religion and the impurged or impugned measure interferes with the claimant's ability to act in accordance with his or her religious beliefs in a manner that is more than trivial or insubstantial. So that's the last of that. It's a difficult read, and it's kind of hard to take in, especially when you're just trying to read it, because I'm trying to communicate the sense as I read it, so it's discombobulating me a little bit. I'm getting tied up between trying to understand it myself as I read it and communicate the meaning. But anyways, it's there. So we know that a religion that interferes with the people's fundamental rights is not protected under the freedom of religion, and a religion which hinders other people's vitality in their religion is not protected. It's considered of interference. Further, we have this. Let's just say it's one religion against another. The religion that is being attacked, if it sincerely believes in a belief or practice that has a nexus with religion. So something that's, you know, impertinent, or what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, come on. Absolutely necessary, anyways, for a religion. So without this thing that they're attempting to do, and there's a problem with, they say the religion will fail, then that's an interference. And I like this one. If for some reason somebody attacks a religion or a person of a religious conviction, that so that it affects their beliefs in a manner that it stops them from enjoying or living out their religion. See, so if they go to church and they worship and they pray, you know, they sing, yay, yay, they dance, yay, yay, they say the prayer at the end of the day, but then somebody's pressing on them so hard when they go out that if they express themselves or if they actually try to live their religious life in anything more than just going to church, then it's considered trivial and insubstantial. So I think that does kind of disqualify Islam from protection. Also, I think it disqualifies Satanism from protection. And for more reasons that is mentioned here, because Satanism itself is a defamation of Christianity. Because there's 9 satanic statements, and the last of the 9, because I tried not to like really read them, just kind of glance at them. But the last of the 9 says that Satan is the best friend of the church, keeping it in business all these years. So that's not only defamatory, it's also, you know, trying to get a piggyback, you know, on the back of Christianity, saying, well, geez, if it wasn't for me, you might as well just come to me then. You know, and at the same time, like, it's called the Satanic Bible. So I don't think God needs to pay for trademarks, but the word Bible in reference to a religious book pretty much belongs to Christianity. And there's other things too, but yeah, just for this video, I wanted to get that out. So now we know that there's 4 things really in this super clear small section. That's if you interfere with people's fundamental freedoms, if your religion interferes with the vitality of other religions, then it's considered an interference. If the people you are offending believe that what you are offending is a nexus to the religion, absolutely necessary. And if you hinder people's ability to act out or live out the religion any more than trivially or insubstantially, then you've got an offense that is not accepted in this country of Canada. So knowing that, maybe the next video or next video, some video very soon, we'll take a deeper look at Islam and Satanism to find out exactly how bad they are, because I don't think they really belong here. Alright, that's my word. Thanks for listening. One mango, need see.